Hi there, it's time to do the Wyckoff check on the ICP again. If you're new to my sessions, these are the key things that I'll cover during the session, and they're not financial advice. These are for education and research purpose only. So let's start with the weekly chart of ICP. ICP, like we shared, it's probably panic finally over. Last week especially, we see a long way from below this red dash line, that the line that comes from very it's not like dinosaur history, but at least almost 2.5 years ago, back in 2023. All right, it finally found support. The bulls absolutely push it to close higher than the red dash line. And what's happening right now is that the bulls are struggling to get past this white solid line over here. That's the bottom of what I call the long-term playground. If I zoom out, you can see this long-term playground that covers 70-80% of the time that ICP is trading within. All right, so that's where the bulls are trying to break through, and that's a very key level, because if you look back to 2022 and 2023, those were the times where people found support, but currently it now turns to a very strong resistance. Okay, the big picture, what we are going through, this mini rally, may well be the automatic rally in the Wyckoff distribution. It may not be over yet. The bulls are still trying. What's happening during this stage is that the bulls will try to set the trading range top for subsequent accumulation trading period. So like what happened over here just back in 2025, started from late April. It pumped to the automatic rally stage and set the trading range top. Subsequently, these tradings bounces between these two levels, the red key level of 4.52 and the orange key level of 5.82. Only during the time of the sign of strength, the candlestick closed 1 week, single week above that boundary. All right, so that's the big picture, and let's get to the daily. Again, these light blue boxes are the channels. Currently, the price is still trading along the downward channel. And 3 days ago, or like 2 days ago, if we get the confirmation, is on Sunday, the 4th of Jan. We get a confirmation that it finally moves towards the stronger half of the channel to trade. Previously, since early December, it has been struggling at the lower half. What we are looking at are these dates. So those dates are potential trend change confirmation, so meaning the price will eventually go outside of this downtrend. The very first one the bulls are trying to rush towards is this one, January 14th. This, you remember, right? The bottom edge of the long-term playground. The bulls are definitely trying to go above, but the bears, or the big guys, are saying, no, not there yet. They're rejecting 2 days in a row. Today's volume, however, even though it's more, actually is higher than probably 3 weeks ago. The beginning of December 2nd, all the way till now. Today's candlestick seems to be the highest across this entire month. So, that's not something that I would worry a lot, because the price spread over here is pretty small. The bulls are clearly buying while the bears are trying to sell, so it's like an equal fight as of this moment. Not that it's one-sided pushing the price back down. All right, if it was pushing it one side, then I would be a little bit more worried. As of now, they're still trying to stay above this white dash line at around $3.30. This line basically took reference from these trading activities periods back in October 2025, all the way to early December. So 2 periods provided this level. If the bulls successfully, obviously the optimistic case is that they successfully went above or go above this white solid line by, in probably a week's time, we'll be able to see the trend change confirmation. That's the most positive scenario. If, like the current more likely case, if the bulls successfully defend this $3.3 line, however, it still gets suppressed by the bottom of the long-term playground, eventually trading towards the edge of this triangle. When we get closer to the first week of February, that's when the chance of the trend change confirmation comes, and this downtrend will eventually be confirmed over. Alright, so I don't want to get to this point, but that's the pessimistic case that it comes back down to challenge the red support line that we talked about around $2.8. If it does happen, then we probably have to wait till near the mid of March for the trend change confirmation to come, because the price can get rejected from the ceiling of the downtrend and then continues to trade on the stronger half of the channel and try to break out from that point. Alright, so that's the latest picture for ICP for now, and if you want to get early access to these sessions, feel free to join the membership and you'll access these 2 days